And there's been a lot of focus on the state of policing and morale, not only after George Floyd's very high profile and controversial death, but also in the aftermath of violence at the U.S. Capitol. And tonight, the chair of the Capitol Police Union says hundreds of officers are considering retirement or simply finding work elsewhere after another one of their own was killed on Friday. The U.S. Capitol Police, not the only department, in fact, in the country facing these kind of difficulties and challenges. Joining me now to talk more about this dynamic is former FBI agent Phil Andrew. Phil, thank you as always for your time. We appreciate it.
Glad to be with you.
DC, what would you say is happening right now inside that Capitol Police Force? It has been just a devastating 3 months for them, punctuated by what we saw on Friday. What's your sense of what may be going on in the minds of those officers right now?
You know, I think what's happening with the officers at the Capitol is symptomatic of what we're seeing with officers in a lot of metropolitan areas around the nation. Is that the surging attacks both on police and the lack of community support, and where we've ignored the right kind of training for police. This is almost at an epidemic portion. People take this job because they want to serve and they want to help. And when you're in a situation like at the Capitol, where you weren't given the right training, you weren't given the right tools, you weren't given the right support, and your brothers, the men and women that you work with were hurt, one killed, some suffering so traumatically, actually taking their own lives, and many still off with injuries. And the first thing that they do is load on the overtime. So these guys are working 12 and 14-hour shifts. They don't have time to rest. They haven't had time to grieve and process what's taken place, let alone retrain for the job ahead of them.
And you think that, I know you think that social media plays a huge role in this dynamic.
Well, I think that social media has changed policing. Obviously, it's changed a lot of things in our society, but the way that information and mood and the way that things that happen on social media can jump off and then become a reality, whether the driving of a conspiracy theory, anger and violence that might emanate from social media, this is really tricky. And in the same way that if a bomb goes off overseas and Twitter accounts come alive, people feel that same anxiety that as if they were right there present for it. And I think that that's what we're seeing. One is we're seeing the fact that police are human and that they are absorbing some of this. This is a very stressful job that you need to be healthy and ready for, because you're going into other people's crises. So I think that that is what we're really seeing in part here, is that police were under tremendous stress before the pandemic, before the Capitol attack, and that we're seeing those fractures where we haven't properly supported police with the proper mental health, the traumatic support, the training, the recruiting the right people. And the Capitol Police had a leadership problem going into this, and now you can see that that's really fractured. Right. Even with new leadership, it's going to take time for them to have impact.
And Phil, you think back to the last few months, the summer protests we saw last year, the January 6th riot, what happened on Friday. Now we're dealing for several weeks, the Chauvin trial in Minneapolis. I'm listening to you talk, and I'm hearing words like unsafe, feeling targeted, unsupported, unappreciated, but still human. And that strikes me as interesting, because I think that's how a lot of black folks in the country feel. Do you think that because maybe that common mindset between what some police are feeling and what some black people are feeling and have been feeling, that out of that can come some understanding that may get us to a better point than the one we've been in for the last few years?
I think if we could hit the pause button and the community, particularly the black community, and police could just take a moment to breathe and recognize that we own the future, but we've got to take a breath. We got to get a good night's sleep. We got to come back tomorrow ready for dialogue to help forge that future, that's where what we need. But with this constant sort of 911, the community feeling attacked, police trying to do their best but not getting rest and not being able to bring their best selves to the job, that is a cycle that we have got to break.
A tough cycle on both sides. Phil, as always, thanks for your time and your insight. We appreciate it.
Bet.